Welcome back. This weekend, I'm going to take you guys to Singapore and we're going to learn how to make these guys from scratch. But first, let's prepare the pineapple filling. Take a screenshot and let's get started. So you can use fresh pineapple like this, or you can use canned pineapples. So whatever you can find, because I happen to have 2 canned pineapples and also one fresh pineapple, so I'm going to be using both. If you're using fresh pineapples, remove the skin and you're going to cut into small pieces and blend it for about 10 seconds. Okay, just like that. Okay, so just cut into pieces. Okay, just cut. I tried some of my pineapple, it's so good. So I ended up having most of these fresh pineapples, unfortunately, but that's okay because I still had a lot of canned pineapple. So I'm gonna be using both fresh and canned pineapples. It was fine. So this is all I have left. So I'm going to mix this both. Make sure you guys, if you are using canned pineapples, make sure you drain off all the water and juice with your hands or with a strainer to get rid of the water, just to make it easier and faster for us when we try to make the jam, try to cook the pineapple, okay? So here, just strain the water. Use a strainer like this, or with the fresh one, make sure you put in the blender or a food processor like this, and you're just gonna blend it for about only 10 seconds and then remove it, and then we're going to start cooking the pineapple and make the very delicious pineapple jam together. All right, there you go. Drain water. Now we have pineapple meat, and I'm gonna squeeze some lime in because I love my pineapple filling to be a little tangy. Just my personal preference. You guys can totally skip this part. You guys see some lime? And now I'm just gonna add about 1 cup of sugar. And you guys can also add a little bit more. I actually ended up adding about 1.5 cups of granulated sugar. And we're gonna mix it with a spoon or a rubber spatula, just like this, until everything is well combined and incorporated. Guys see, mix well, and then maybe give it a little try. I'm gonna add some more lime, so I use about 2 to 3 tablespoons of lime juice total, and just mix it together. Okay, next I'm going to pop the pineapple in the microwave for about 5 minutes just to release some of the moisture of the water. Usually when I cook small amount of pineapple jam or filling, I just cook everything using a microwave. But because we are making a lot of filling, so we're gonna cook the pineapple filling on a stove instead. Okay guys, so you just release some of the moisture, and then sometimes I just add, adjust the flavor, add salt or more sugar right here, but you guys can do that later when we cook on a stove. Okay, so you can see that I have about a half teaspoon of salt in the filling here. Again, you guys can skip the salt. Okay, this is just my personal preference. I think when I add salt, it's really make the jams a little sweeter without having to add more sugar. Okay, next you want to transfer the pineapple into a deep pan, a non-stick deep pan. You can also use a pot like this. Okay, and you can add sugar, cloves or cinnamon, stir well, and cook on medium to low heat until most liquid has evaporated. Okay, the pineapple jam is going to turn golden in color. You want to make sure you guys stir constantly and continuously using a wooden spoon or rubber spatula to avoid burning. Okay, I cook my filling about 80 minutes, but I highly recommend that you guys cook for about 90 minutes or a little bit more. But make sure you set the timer, stay nearby, maybe come back and stir every 5 minutes or so to avoid burning again. And then just taste and then add more sugar as needed or adjust the flavor, add a little bit of salt. And if your pineapple is not as sour, you can add more lime juice, or if it's not so sweet, again add some sugar. And you can see that it's gonna turn from yellowish to more like golden brown a little bit, and then it's gonna get sticky to the point that you think, oh, it's ready. I think I can maybe form this into small balls. So like here am I, and I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna play around with my filling. Maybe I just add some cinnamon powder. Okay, so I love crackers with pineapple jam, just so you guys know. So I usually just stop like around here so I can use this to spread on my crackers because I grew up eating that. So that's kind of reminds me of my childhood time when my mom, my dad were making this for Chinese New Year. I would just use some of this on my crackers. It was so yummy. Okay, I love the color, I love the texture. So I'm gonna stop right here. I think I'll be able to form them into nice round balls. Turn it off. Okay, so here is the texture. You can see this golden color. This is from the sugar. As we're cooking the sugar, it's just turn the pineapple, the yellow, to sort of like golden, nice brown. I'm gonna transfer into a plate and leave in the refrigerator for about 1 to 2 hours to cool down a little bit before forming the filling into small balls to use in our class this weekend. Okay, all right, here we go. Now nice and cool, let's just take that out from the refrigerator. You can also kind of keep it in the freezer. It's not gonna be frozen, but just gonna be very easy and sticky. So here you can feel it. And now it's time to form the pineapple filling into small balls like this. Okay guys, so each ball, it's about 1/2 inch, in case you're curious. So about 1/2 inch. So you guys want to form them into tiny little balls like this. If it gets a little sticky, use some of the cornstarch, put it on your hands to make it easier to roll into nice tiny little balls. So we're going to be using this as our filling this weekend. And I can't wait to show you guys how to make these guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye.